Hey, Mud Squad. Welcome. Let's make sure the notification went out and that the sound is working. And I'll get into what I'm doing today. I'll tell you about a little incident that just happened before I went live. Okay, notification went out. I'm going to get an ad. I know that. Notification went out. I'm going to get an ad. I know sound is working. Okay. So, today I'm working on finishing up my canvas for Phoenix Fantasy, for Cindy Michelle from Diamond Pain Fanatics event. I can't remember the name of it right now. And for J Rod's event, I believe that's I Am Enough. I'm working on Harry Potter canvas. It's the 4 houses, so I've got Slytherin, Ravenclaw, and Hufflepuff done. I'm working on the last one is Gryffindor, which if I take the Harry Potter test, most of the time I'm Gryffindor or Slytherin. But I feel I could fit in all 4 houses. So, but yeah, I just had an eventful incident. I can laugh about it because I'm probably gonna have a bruised tailbone, but I'm okay. I had ordered some priority shipping boxes so me and Mom can store stuff. And I was bringing them in and forgot we have 3 steps outside the house. You know, I tried to go back down backwards, totally missed the bottom step and fell on my butt or my ass, as I like to say. So, I'm okay. I'm sore, but I'm okay. I laid there in the yard and laughed for a few minutes. Then I got myself up. But it could have been worse. Because I went down backwards, but luckily I was able to. I fell on my elbow, but it didn't hurt my elbow. So I was able to actually just hit with my tailbone. But yeah. So I might not do the whole almost 2-hour live today. I don't know. It depends on because I can't take the pain pills right now. I just took some about an hour and a half ago for a totally different pain. So, but yeah. So that's been my morning, afternoon today. But you know, when you do something like that and you can actually laugh about it, it's not as that bad. But when you can't laugh about it, you know, that's when you got to worry. I'm just glad it didn't hit my head. I can deal with a bruised tailbone. So what is everybody working on today or doing? Still in the process of rearranging and reorganizing and all that. I did get my lighting better set up. I got my one craft stand all straight. I finally got my desk to the point I have a stand now over by my AC that I put all my stuff that doesn't need to be on my desk at, all times is now over there. So, still need to do a little switcheroo arranging on two of my shelves on my bigger stand. The one where I keep my diamond painting books and all that, and my canvases that are in boxes. So I don't know if anybody's seen. I'm trying to get into the Temu influencer program and the affiliate program. So there's a video out on my channel that has all my Temu information in it. I believe you can use my code. Or use my link. And then you can search Fishland or Farmland. And join me there. Until I can figure out how I find my Fishland and my Farmland code. I'm going to do a video for that as well. To put that out there. I just got to get some screenshots from my phone of my farmland and my Fishland. And all that, and make a slideshow of it. I'm going to try to get all of this black done, guys. It's 3:10. So on cam today. I may be able to get the rest done. I may not. I don't know. It depends on, like I say, how I feel. Because I may have to, rest for a while and then go back at it. I got a pillow behind me, so it kind of helps take a little bit of the pressure off of me sitting here. But yeah. So I hope everybody is doing well. Other than the fall, I'm okay. You already took the legs off. You've already took the legs off. Because we put other boxes under there, remember? Remember, I helped you hold it up the other day. Yeah, but that'll work for you. Yeah. Well, there's a variety. Like I said, there's a variety of the sizes here now. So, and I'm not sure what's still coming tomorrow. There's still some more that are coming tomorrow. Oh, they're not all here. There's still a few that are supposed to come tomorrow. Yeah, they're not all here today. I was hoping they all would come today. Mom, I don't remember. Shouldn't be that many more. Yeah, plus you want to do that dress. And you want to repack everything on the dresser too. Maybe we can find the Christmas ornaments that are missing. I still ain't sure where that box went. I said when we get going and getting stuff straight, you wanted to repack the dresser. And I said maybe we could find the no, I said when we get repacking stuff, maybe we can find the box of Christmas ornaments that have been missing. I still don't know how we lost a box of Christmas ornaments. So I'm still here, guys. Just give me 1 second. I'm trying to. Yeah, that'll make you a nice stand. Yeah. It would make it more sturdy for you. Yeah. Where the legs would be. Yeah. Yeah. Hold on, guys. I'm still here. Give me a second. I could possibly tell you here in a second how many more is coming. I just got to delete the ones I'll have out of the USPS that came today on my informed delivery. Because once something arrives, you can remove it from the... Yeah, the ones that they were sent. It tells me if they were delivered. It turns green when they're delivered, and I can go in and I can remove that out of my list of things that are coming. And then that gives me... because I know I have 3 or 4 packages that are coming from different people. One's coming from Starlight. One's coming from Tia. One's coming from Kokisha. And I think I have one more. I have one more package that's coming from someone. I can't remember. He went up to her and talked to her when she pulled up. What the fuck ever? People can order them for free. Yes, we're using them for what we said we're using them for. It's just that the storage unit is the house. They're going to be storage and stuff for the house, you know. Heck, when we moved, we ordered, when we moved from, was it, when we were moving from Walter Jones, when we were moving from Walter Jones to 2nd Street, I said we ordered a bunch of them when we moved from Walter Jones to 2nd Street to pack and move in. No, I was saying how we used them to pack to move. A lot of people do that. Instead of buying boxes, they get these for a lot of their small stuff. All right, 10. Let's see, I got 1, 2, 3. Thinking it's 6 packs coming tomorrow. Because I have 4 packages that are from other people. Yeah, plus we'll have enough to I can refix her bed there on the corner because she's not liking it on the way it is. I think it slants and she's scared. Yeah. We'll work on it. Ooh. What? Well, I don't know how you're doing that. I can help you move the bed. But I don't know how you want to put all your stuff down. Yeah. Oh, God, I got hiccups. Oh, anyway, sorry about that, guys. I had to figure something out, but I figured it out. So we'll figure it all out because we have to look at the different sizes and figure out what we're using. What? Oh, I got a bruise on my leg and don't know how I got it. Well, if I have any bruises pop up on the legs tonight, I know where they came from. They came from when I fell in. Oh. Yeah, but it makes you think it was. So, hold on, guys. I need to find. I'm hot. I need to see if I can find a hair scrunchie and pull my hair up here in a minute. Oh. And I have my AC on. That's the thing. Huh? You probably got a lot of seeds in there. In them drawers. Oh. Oh, I thought you were talking about a pack. Oh, ow. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I'm back. Had to turn my fan on high. Careful, Zoe. Boxes and stuff that you had. There are loose boxes and I think boxes that were put. There are loose ones and boxes I think they were put together. There's bigger packs I think than that one on top. Yeah, I think there's bigger packs than that one on top. The one on top is actually smaller than the ones underneath. By a little bit, I think. I don't know. Either that or my eyes are playing tricks on me. Oh. All right, I'll finish talking to you after my live. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, my neck is sweaty. Well, I'm on a live stream right now. No, so I won't be going out there anytime soon. And I went bathroom before yeah, I was gonna say I'm fine there. I know, I told you I'm fine there. If I have to go, I know where the woods is. Hell, I'm not scared to go take a piss in the woods if I have to. I've done it a many a time. I ain't a girly girl. I ain't one of them little prissies that has to have, they need to go out in the woods and have to go a bathroom. They want a toilet. They don't want to go in the woods. Shit. Huh? Oh, from the other day? Yeah, I hate when I know I have something and then can't find it and then it pops up. Just didn't know where. Oh, so let's see. What have I got coming up, guys, on the channel? Not much. Next week will probably be a kit down. Or I will work a little bit on a King's Path because this canvas will be done by the next time I go live, which will be Tuesday of next week. Memorial Day is Monday for us here in the United States. I know Canada did their version of Memorial Day, I think, this week sometime. But ours is Monday. God willing, the weather's good. Mom's going to grill on the grill. It's a tradition in our family. We grill for the holidays, like Memorial Day, Labor Day, Independence, 4th of July. It's hard to believe that there's only like a week and a couple days left in this month. And this month is over with. It seems like here lately, the months seem like they just fly by. It's so crazy. It is so crazy. Yeah, you'll be able to get your stuff straight behind the door too. You were talking about that. I know it is hot as I don't know what out there, y'all, here today. Alexa, what's the weather?
Currently, in Crisfield it's 77 degrees Fahrenheit.
It's got to be hotter than 77
Today,
out
you
there.
can expect lots of clouds and thunderstorms, with a high of 78 degrees.
And that's what I am worried about, is breeding a thunderstorm. So I've got my battery bank charged. I have my light on my stand thingy. And all three of my LED lights and my ring light, my two LED lights and my ring light are all USB. So if the electric goes out, I can use the battery bank to power the three lights, because they work USB. So that's why the other thing I like about those three lights is if our power goes out, and we need to invest in a couple more of those power banks, just for when the power goes out, because then I could set a light up in my room, one in your room, and one in the bathroom. And we'd at least have light, for a while. It got me. Someone, I forget who it was, one time when the power went out, they're like, well, I guess we can't use the water. We're like, you just can't use your hot water. If you have an electric hot water heater, you can use cold water, but you just can't use your hot water. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know, Mama, I know. But it was funny, though. Yeah. But, um, yeah, it was funny. I mean, she's like, well, we can't use the water. We were in high school when this happened, and the power went out for some reason. The power went out at school for some reason. They didn't send us home because it was almost the end of the day anyway. So she's like, well, we can't use the water fountains. We're like, no, the kitchen just can't use the hot water. Get off me, fly. Or if you're in gym class, you can't take a hot shower. But that was eons ago, though. I've been out of school for 28 years. And I only miss a couple classes from high school. I miss my art class that I had in high school. I miss shop class because I miss the teacher very much. He was so sweet. And I miss my home economics class. I missed. I don't miss the class I had, but I missed a couple teachers. I surely miss Miss Pat. Miss Pat Carson is my science teacher. We had so much fun in her class. But my civic was it my civics teacher? Yeah, Miss Mazel's. I miss her. She was the sweetest, shortest little thing in the world. I actually think she was shorter than my home economics teacher. My home economics teacher, when we walked into that classroom, our ninth grade year of high school, and she was in there, we thought she was a student. That's how tiny she is. But she was the sweetest teacher in the world, though. I do miss my science teachers. I miss science class. I miss art. Like I say, I miss I miss shop just because of the teacher I had, both in middle and high school. Um, I had two very good shop teachers. And they don't even teach shop in school no more. They don't even teach home economics. It's sad because I remember having home economics from sixth grade all the way through high school. Um, so they don't teach cursive writing anymore, which, thank God, my nieces and my nephew, and well, he's like a nephew, and my niece and nephew's cousin, they all were taught how to write in cursive from a young age up. So by the time they were in school, cursive writing was already gone to the wayside. But they know how to sign their name, and everything. And it's sad though. It is so sad. There's so many things. I mean, if any of our kids want to do shop here, they got to wait till high school and hope that they can go to Votech to be able to take the classes up there. Well, Votech expanded now, so I think they offer a couple of classes that they didn't have back when I was in school because they just didn't have the space in the building they were in. They built a whole new state of the art complex for it now, and but it's so sad, the classes that these kids really need, like home economics for sure. That teaches, more than just how to cook. Because I was a part of FHA, which was Future Homemakers of America. Then we had FFA, Future Farmers of America, and there was another one. I forget what the other one was. But yeah, we had those. So we got to go to competitions and all that stuff. I mean, we had the one called Skills. They do Skills, which is through the Votech. And that's my nephew got to actually go to Skills, I believe. I know my sister went when she was in Votech. She went for electrical wiring. You know, but they don't offer, like I say, I had home ec. I had my first time I had home ec was sixth grade, you know. Because I can remember we had to, oh my God, we had to do the babies. But we had to we had to do the eggs that you had to carry around, and pray you didn't break. And then we had to carry the sacks of flour around. And a lot of us got ingenious with that. We actually had old baby dolls that we took the heads off of and fixed onto our bags of flour and the arms and the legs, and had clothes on them, everything. Some of us had actual baby carriers for them so we didn't drop them, going through the school and everything. So, we had fun with it. We're like, if we got to carry this around, I forget how many weeks we had to carry it around. We were going to make it, make it fun. Of course, we had to give it a name and everything as well. So, a lot of us came up with crazy, weird names and stuff. Um, a lot of us that lived all in the same area, we kind of named ours after things that were around where we lived. So it was funny. The memories that you remember from which kind do you need?
Broom.
Oh, I thought you said push pin. Ah, I thought you said push pin.
I don't know how broom sounds like pin.
Listen, I didn't hit my head, but I think my brain's attached to my butt. So shut up, mother. Y'all hear how she picks on me. Y'all hear it? She's picking on me. I went down so fast, though, she didn't even know what happened. And all I could do was lay there and laugh. I swear, all I could do was lay there and laugh at myself. Because it was my own stupidity. I tried walking back. I had put the box in the door, and I just went to go backwards down the steps and forgot there was a third step because it's so low to the ground. And luckily, I didn't twist or break anything. And the way I went down, I was able to my butt hit first. And when that hit, I was able to brace myself. My elbow went down into the soft grass, and I was able to brace myself so I didn't fall and hit my head. Because I don't think, that would have been a trip to the ER, and they'll be like, well, what happened? Well, you see, how do I explain this? My stupidity. And I can see it now, especially if my niece was on the ambulance today, because she's down here, I think, one day a week. I could have seen it. Oh my God, she'd have been ribbing me the whole way to the ER. I'd have got a very stern talking to on that one. And all I could do is just say, yes, Virginia. Yes, Virginia. I know. I understand. I won't do it again. But I know that she probably wouldn't take me out to that out to McGrady. She'd be taking my behind something with either Salisbury or Berlin, because I know her. I don't know. I mean, and it's not much they can do for your tailbone anyway, other than give you one of them damn donuts to sit on. Heck, and I can fashion something myself to sit. If it gets to that point. I mean, it ain't like this the first time I fell like that and hurt my tailbone. But there's certain bones in your body that they just can't, they can't do nothing for. Like if you break your finger, they will give you one of the metal things, sleeve things that goes, that keeps your finger in place. But like if you break a toe, they're not going to do nothing but tape it to the toe beside it. So, but see, I'm also the type that if I thought I needed to go out to the ER to be checked out, I wouldn't have actually really called the ambulance because I was coherent enough to be able to get up and everything. Because I was raised up in a firefighting EMT family. So I look at it that something like that is not a medical emergency for me to need the ambulance. Now, if I had hit my head and blacked out or something like that, that'd been a different story. But you got people out here, I mean, they'll call for the simplest little thing, and they're tying up precious resources because a lot of these EMS and firefighters that are also EMTs, they're volunteer. there we have a couple paid ones, and I know my niece is one. I'm not sure who the other ones are. Um, then you got the drivers. You know, EMS can't roll without a driver, and I mean, my brother-in-law is a driver. I believe my nephew is training to be one. You know, but these people. I mean, now I get for severe headaches to the point that you're nauseous and um, is affecting your vision. Um, I can understand calling the ambulance for that because that could be an underlying a health issue that other than a headache. Um, or if you're elderly and you have something, be it a headache, an earache, or whatever, I can understand that. But I evaluate the situation. I mean, even when I was having a bad asthma attack, and, mom called my sister, and my sister sent my niece to get me, take me out to the ER, because I knew I was able to, but if she hadn't have been in town and my sister couldn't have took me, I would have called the ambulance for that. But um, I've grown up knowing how to assess the situation, and if it's uh, EMS medical work, call, or can you just have someone carry you out? Um, Now, if my niece had got here and thought that I needed to go by the ambulance to Salisbury because of it, then yeah, I would have had to go. 'Cause yeah, that's a situation. Yeah, don't tell her you're not going. Because she would have hog-tied me and to the stretcher and made me go. I know this fly better go somewhere. So, but I've only had to go by ambulance to the hospital once. Once for myself. I've gone several times by as a um, because someone else that I was with at the time had to go by ambulance. So I was a passenger type deal. But I've only had to go once in the ambulance. But that was probably, gosh, see, we've been here over 10 years. So that was probably 18, 19 years ago. But that was for a bad case of pneumonia, though. They told me if I hadn't come in when I did, I probably would have not made it. I wouldn't have woke up. I would have went to bed and not woke up. I know these flies better go somewhere. I'm taking it. They came through the daggone AC somehow. Sorry, guys. I just got some drills that aren't lining up right. There we go. That's better. Hey, Maritza. How are you? I swear, this fly. Oh, watch. I'll get the fly swatters and they'll go away. Don't you land on my painting. Of course. You're going to land on my painting. Hey, I'll spit my words out in a minute. The numismatic. How are you? Long time no see. I still say when I fell, I hit my tailbone's connected to my brain and my speech. How are things in Canada? They're hot here. See, I put the fly swatter down, they come back. I grab the fly swatter, they go away. I swear. That's the only thing I hate about this time of year. Is the bugs. And gosh, for the people that have the cicadas. I feel you on that one. But luckily, they've not hit my area. They've hit other parts of my state, but it ain't hit my area. Thank gosh. We've gone through that before. I mean, we'll have some come out, but we won't have the big swarms like everybody else is getting. It's the 13-year and the 17-year. They actually are coming out at the same time this year. And basically what they come out to do, they molt, they shed their exoskeleton shell, and they'll mate and all that. A lot of them won't make it though after they mate. So. But you'll also, if you're walking, and you'll see where they come out of their exoskeleton shell thing. They shed they shed kind of like a snake or a crab does to become a soft crab, and they leave a shell behind, and you'll find them on trees or telephone poles or things like that. Then you'll also find some of them after they've molted out. You'll find them laying on the streets and stuff. Because some of them don't make it. Then there's the ones that commit suicide by windshield or car, car grate, the car grills, or tractor and trailer grills or windows, But yeah, it's crazy. I mean, and the sound when they come out in the swarms like that, just one alone hollering is annoying. But when they come out in them swarms, in what they call them broods, when they come out in those, that is ear piercing, deafening. That's ear piercing, deafening sounds. Okay. So when I get this finished, I picked a washi tape to go around it. It's the one I got in my little package from Snuggie. It's from Simply Gilded. Come on, focus. It's not gonna focus. It's got gold roses around it, and I thought that with the wood kind of paneling behind it. I thought that would look good around there. Once I get everything straight the way I want it, I'll get all my canvases on the wall that I want and everything. I'll probably do a short of everything on the wall and my cover minders and everything, and my setup and all. I don't know if anybody would be interested in, seeing. Oh my God, this fly is going to drive me insane. You know what? I could just turn this way because I'm only doing 3s, so yeah, that works better because it wants to slide on me. So I'm going to clip it to my board. Binder, I need to do a video on all my favorite things that I like to use when I'm diamond painting, my tools and everything. Because I'm telling you, binder clips, and all size binder clips, because the smaller ones are good for clipping something to your light board. And the bigger ones, where I use, this is a laptop desk that me and Mom took the legs off of. And I could clip my light board to the desk thing and clip, and it also holds my painting in place at the same time. And then do, let's see, I'm going to switch pins. My hand's hurting a little bit, so I'm going to switch to this one. And I'm going to use the placer. See, that's the thing. I will switch back and forth my pins. And these have all got different putties in them. I don't think they're all, they're all different kinds of putties in these tips. But I got different tips. I want to get, I need to get a 4 and a 5. I need to get some more tips. So I can have a 4 and a 5 to put on here. Because I mostly use the single placer, the 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 placers. I'm getting better at using the 7 and 8 placer now. And I've mastered the single through 6 placer. But I like this pin. I got this from Miss Wanda from Wanda's Work Basket, and I win from her. And I can put 6 tips on here at any given point. So right now I got a single, a 2, 3, 6, 7, and an 8 placer. So when I don't feel like using one of my big pins, I switch to this one because I can use multiple. I have multiple choices on this one. I call this my multiple choice pin. I don't know what they're actually called, but I call it a multiple choice pin. But yeah, so I need to get a, you know, or either that, or I'd like to find another one, um, where I could put the, um, I could do the through 1 through 6 on this one, and then do um, 7, 8, 9, and 10 on another one, or find one that, because I actually like it. I do. I really like it. Um, and it was easy to learn how to hold it. And what I do is this is the one. This is the one I'm using. So the one next to it, I rest my thumb against, and then put my thumb like that on the center, and then my other finger is on that back piece. Oop, let me see. Yeah. Oh, there we go. My finger's on the back on this one, but this is the one I'm not using. This is the one I'm using. So, and then I just dot away. It's so, like I say, it's so easy to use. And even I figured out how to turn it, to put my dots down as well, turn it in my hand. So, um, like I say, most pins are a learning curve at first, because you got to figure out how it fits in your hand, and you got to get the feel for the pin. And once you have the feel for the pin, then you can go with it. Just like I learned how to use each placer, the four, the 3 through 8 are the ones and I could pick up multiple drills with those. I can pick up the amount of drills it's supposed to pick up, or I can pick up just a few that I need. So, like, say that was the 8 placer, and then I just pick up 2 more for that space. So you learn little tricks. And I've only been diamond painting, well, almost 4 years now. So a couple of weeks it'll be 4 years. Um, so you learn little tricks that work for you. And somebody else could take your concept of a trick, tweak it, and make it work for themselves. Because not everything works for everybody. So, but we can take an idea and, figure out how to make it work for us. Like I wanted to figure out how, I didn't have the money to buy like an easel, desk easel. So mom came up with the suggestion of using the laptop desk, because hers had raised it, you can raise it into different positions. Mine, you can't. Mine is actually got my TV sitting on it. Me and mom figured we raised our TV up, and that gave more space on that stand for stuff. So you make things work with what you got. And me and Mom were ones we'll DIY something before, if we can, before buying something. So if we can make it out of something we have, we do it. So. Sorry, guys, I was watching something out the window. But yeah, so it's it's what it is. Like, my bed frame messed up. Me and Mom figured out how to pack stuff that we didn't need anymore in boxes, and my bed is now up on them boxes. Um, which my desk legs are messed up. And my desk was shaking. So the way my mattress is wedged in there now, my desk doesn't shake. So, no more really shaky camera. I mean, I could shake the desk, but it doesn't wobble like it was wobbling before. Get off me, flies. Oh my God. So, we DIY fixed it. Like my lighting, I couldn't get it exactly the way I wanted it, but I got it pretty close to the way I want it. And I had to figure a way to make my switches stay where I could get to them. So they're duct taped to my wall. My 6-way plug is now off my desk, so that gave me a little bit more space on my desk because that's duct taped to the wall. Hey, it looks gay, janky, and ghetto, redneck, but it's it's for me. You don't see that part in my videos unless I show it, which I will. I probably will, just to show how I've got everything set up. And I think my lighting is a lot better. I mean, I know I got a little bit of I got to go in and edit the I'm not using my actual green screen behind me. You know what? Actually, let me drop that. Let me test that. Let's see. I haven't used my green screen behind me in a while. Okay, so let's switch from virtual background to green screen. Oh gosh, that's right. That's right. This camera won't work with the green screen. That's right. And the camera that I do, it's on the other. It's on the my other computer. So, hey, now I figured out why I was having the funkiness around me. It's because it was my ceiling light. My ceiling light was too bright. Because once I dropped the green screen, the went away around my head. Yeah. So I don't have as much. I do actually don't like using the virtual background though, because I mean, I love my green screen, don't get me wrong. I love my green screen. Um Mom actually got me that. Um so I do use it, but a lot of times um I just go with the virtual. Um because if my lighting's not good, no, it's still get a my you can see my background. You might see that little halo around me every now and then, but it's not as bad. And that's like someone was talking about or had a poll up about um, which is more important, good lighting or good audio. Um, Technically, they're both important. Um, but for most people are not going to sit through and watch a video that has crappy audio. Your lighting, yeah, it's just stretch. I mean, yeah, I want to be. I mean, if it's really crappy lighting, then yeah, I'm not going to watch it. But I'd rather see a video that has crappy lighting than a video that you can't understand the audio, or the audio is too low, or the audio is too garbled, um, or there's a lot of like StreamYards offers a noise canceling in the background, noise canceling, yeah, canceling the background noise. So I have that actually turned on. I mean, I know you can still hear some of the background noise, um, but I mean, these people, it's just like you could hear feedback on their mic. I mean, I can understand when you're a new YouTuber, you're just starting out. You don't know those things. You're still learning. But once you become established and everything, that is one thing that you need to invest in is your audio and your video. Um, so your lighting, uh, your sound, you know. I've been lucky over the years that I've been not I've been a YouTuber. I've won a lot of my gear for my filming and stuff. Um, you know, I won a professional softbox light. Uh, Actually, when I won that, I actually won a whole desktop and a computer and the mouse and the keyboard, the softbox light, a green screen, but it was a different green screen than the one my mom got me. Um, it was my very first green screen I started out with. It's still around here somewhere because I actually used it in a Halloween video. Mom helped me cut the armholes out of it and everything, and I pinned it around me so I looked like I was a floating head. Um, so it was pretty cool. Um, and let's see what else. I won my tablet that I'm using. My overhead camera is a tablet. That I that was sent to me to product test, so I pretty much call it a win. Um, yeah, I thought I had one too many there. Let's see. My arm that the camera is on, the overhead cam is on, I won that. What else have I won? I've won microphones. We won't talk about one of my microphones because that person thinks that just because they sent it to me, I'll think about it all the time, but whatever. I've won headsets. I've won tons of diamond painting stuff. Actually, matter of fact, I have a win coming from Tia's Crazy Craft Addiction. And we were talking about it last night. It's probably on a slow boat from China. But I understand the Midwest and the West Coast. Their weather is treacherous right now. I mean, Iowa just had those 18 tornadoes go through, and I'm not even sure if they know the death count or missing yet. Oklahoma had all those tornadoes that went through there not too long ago. I watch a couple of YouTubers that are near Sulphur, Oklahoma. I watch Cross Timbers Bison and Arms Family Homestead and Do Your Best, which is Arms Family Homestead's wife. And DJ from Arms Family Homestead and Do Your Best and Dusty from Cross Timbers Bison are brother and sister. And their mom lost her boutique in downtown Sulphur. She had a place called Buffalo Hippie because, Dusty raises the American bison. Oh my God, I love watching that channel. His bison some of them are hilarious. The way they jump around and everything. But yeah, so I mean, the cleanup is going slow, but the hardest hit part of Sulphur was the downtown historic district. Yeah. So they got to wait on FEMA and all kinds of things before they can even really do any cleanup in the historic district because it's got to go through a lot of different channels. And a lot of the buildings that they can't be fixed back to look the historical way, they'll be taken off the historical registry because they'll no longer be there. And it's sad in a way, but I also understand it at the same time. And I know they had at least 2 deaths in that tornado. But it's crazy weather. I mean, the weather is just wild. I mean, and we're going to get into the season here where on the East Coast where we'll be on hurricane watch. And yeah, I know I'm laughing, but it's serious though, because if they say that hurricane is hitting Cape Hatteras or the Outer Banks, we're either A, going to get full brunt of that storm, or B, we're going to get the brunt of the outer bands of that storm, which can be actually worse than the eye of a hurricane. Truthfully. I mean, I've lived through a ton of hurricanes, so. I remember one We were doing chicken farming. I was young. I had to be still in elementary school. I don't think I had started middle school yet. And we were in the chicken house. We didn't know. We didn't even know it had hit. We knew it was supposed to hit us, but we were in the chicken house and didn't even know it hit. We come out to go home, and I mean, there were trees and everything down everywhere. Um, so but yeah, that was a crazy storm. But thank God we didn't lose nobody in that storm, but it was bad. Because that's the same year that my tree that had oh my God, the monkey swings. I don't know if anybody's old enough to remember what a monkey swing is. It was just this round disc of plastic on a rope that hung from a tree, and you could stand on it and swing. Um, well, the tree came down and crushed my sister's radio flyer wagon. She blamed my swing for killing her wagon, but she was young at the time, though, so she was still in elementary school. But yeah, my swing killed her wagon. That was funny. No, the tree killed your wagon and killed my swing at the same time. It crushed my poor swing. But the memories you think of, from stuff like that, people say, they do this, they do that if they were ever in that type of storm. But with a hurricane, it's easier to prepare for and know, you know, get yourself to where you need to be, safe area, or whatever. You have time to evacuate. A tornado, you've only got seconds, minutes at the most to get to safety. Um, you know, Sometimes there's no warning with a tornado. You know, but at least with a hurricane, me and mom, we can track it, before it gets to us. You know, um, and of course we don't evacuate because, for one, for if we were to evacuate, they take us to a whole different town, okay, which is 15-20 minutes up the road from us. We don't have our cats will not, they don't do good in in a crate. Um, they would skits to high heaven. They would actually skits to the point. Um, they would actually basically like what a panic attack is for us. Um, Plus, if you do take your pets, you're not in the one area with everybody else. You're put off down a hallway somewhere with a cot, and that's your area. You know, so. But I'd rather stay. I mean, we've rode out tons of storms like that before. So when Hurricane Sandy hit us, yeah, my sister took the kids and went to the shelter because the kids were little, and they were super scared. My nephew was freaking because they were having trouble getting his aunt, my sister's sister-in-law, up into the truck. And, because we have couple army trucks that they use, that a friend of mine, he actually built one of them himself. And They were having trouble getting her up in there, and he was skitzing because he didn't think his aunt was going to make it to the shelter. They wound up getting her into a different vehicle and promised that, my nephew that, she'll get there. And they reunited at the shelter. And he was okay. But he was only like, God, he's 18 now. He might have been he might have been 8 or 9 at the time. Yeah. Because Hurricane Sandy's been about 12. Alexa, how many years ago did Hurricane Sandy hit Maryland?
From CDC.gov. Superstorm Sandy struck the Mid-Atlantic region in 2012, causing widespread power outages in Maryland.
So, yeah. 2012, and this is 2024. Yeah, so that's been about 10. Alexa, how many years ago was 2012?
2012 ended 11 years ago.
11 years ago. So yeah, he would have been 7 actually when that hit. Yeah, so he was little. And when I mean he was little, he actually was little. It's just been in the past few years he's shot up like a beanpole. The boy's taller than I don't know what now. But yeah, that was so me and Mom stayed there with all the animals and everything. So because those kind of storms, you had people that want to loot people's properties because they know they're not anywhere near town. So we didn't want nothing to happen. Plus, my sister didn't want to take the dog because they had to take his kennel for him. And we had our dogs and our cats, and they had their cats. So. Well, like I say, it's no big deal. Me and Mom, we rode out of many hurricanes. So. And I know how if push comes to shove, if I need to get under. See, I touch that every time. If we need to get under something safe, I knew that would come off. I need to get one of the ones that goes to for this. It's not like, of course, we're not going to go to the shelter, but there, my niece, her boyfriend, my brother-in-law, my nephew, my sister, all of them, they'll know we're here, because we'll let them know that we're not going to the shelter. Plus, their house now is built better, so they probably won't go to a shelter either. But that way, if something was to happen, tree was to go down on the house, they know X, Y, and Z. That we're here. There's 2 cats in the house. So. I would be here about another half an hour to an hour, guys. I'm almost finished. And I started working on this like probably an hour before I went live. That That's just how much 310 is in this, you know. It took me, each section I did took me about an hour to do the 310. And the way I did it is when I put my release papers down, I made it so I divide it. So when I did it, I'm just doing the whole emblem at the same time, you know, for that section. So, you know, that's the other thing, you know, when people are, when you're doing your release papers, or if you do the washi tape over the clear plastic on the top, some people have those section strippy thingies that go on the top of your plastic, on plastic cover, and then you can just cut around it, and then you can pull that off and reuse it. You know, some of us just totally rip the whole plastic off and put release papers down. I do that on my 30 by 30s, 30 by 40s, 40 by 40s, anything bigger than a 40 by 40. I pull so much of the plastic down. I lay one row of release papers, and then another row below that, and then cut the plastic off just so it's still a little bit above the second set of release papers. And I work from the top down, left to right, and then down. Now on a 30 by 30, a 30 by 40, even a 40 by 40, I work left to right, bottom to top. You know, so that's what seems to work for me. I know others, they'll just totally rip the paper off of like a 30 by 30 or 30 by 40, and just they're all over, you know. But that's how their brain, you know, was wired to do a diamond painting, you know. Me, you know, I do mine that way, you know. So I never used to do the bigger ones from the top down, but Love and Sparkles, aka Cindy Walsh, she was told me that it's a lot easier starting from the top down on a bigger painting, because you could keep the parts you're not working on rolled up, and you can roll the top as you go. You know, roll your diamonds out. Plus, you're not, you know, working with the diamond, you know, the parts you've already done in your lap. So I've done that for I think with her Witch Goddess event last year. That's when I started doing it, because that was a 50. What was that? A 40 by 50? I think or was that 40 by 60? Oh, I'm trying to remember how big Witch Goddess was now. I don't have my notes, or I go in my notes and tell you, but yeah, that would. Oh my God, I need to get that one up. That's one of the ones I need to get up on the wall. Is my Sage and Hood and Wish a Mofo wood. I need to get John Wayne up. I need to get my foxes up. I need to move my. I actually need to move my skull. I have one of my skulls that I got from Debbie Day that glows in the dark. I actually need to move the one up, and then when I do finish the other one, it's going to go above my cover minders. But I need to move the one up a little bit. I might move it up and over. Yeah. because I can actually overlap the edgings. So let me turn this back the other way so I can see these symbols better. I'm still going to clip it to my board. And then I need to raise it up, and there we go. And let me bring you guys forward. Maybe y'all can see that better now. Yeah, there we go. So now I'm working the actual symbol. Like I say, this one's for Gryffindor. You can see this was Huff and Puff. You have Slytherin down here, and then you have Ravenclaw over here. And let's go with the B's, because then that will fill in. Oh no, that's X. Let's go with B is number 22. That will fill in the word Gryffindor. And I finally figured out how to get the washi tape to stay in place. Every now and then I got a stray that gets under it, but I'm going to change this eventually. But I figured it out. I figured out the washi tape trick. And it actually really does help me line up my drills. You know, so. Alright, so here's the 3. There's a lot of 3 placing in this. But yeah, so actually, I'll put another clip. Hold on, y'all. There we go. Actually, I'm going to switch back to my other pen. Do I need some more putty? And yesterday, I took my little rack. I had taped it up. I need to actually go around this with. I got some ducky tape that I'm going to go around it with. But these were all my putties. I had them in little jars like this. These are all my putties. This is all my museum Quake putty. This is a Randy's Crafty Corner. This is what I got left of my Craft of Crashly's ribbon sticket. And then these 2 are right here. These 2 right here are from my Sissy Snuggie. And then my waxes I put in little smaller pots, because I use this purple and the pink wax like this. These are actually Dreamer Design, the Dreamer Design round circles and the Diamond Art Club hearts. So I got them in there. I use those for ABs a lot. So that's what I did with that. So I mean, I got all my other putties, my Mary Mud, my Dream Wax Studio putty, my Dream Wax Studio wax, my Nix's putty, Randa's Crafty Corner wax, Pure Bliss Studio wax, one with the diamond painting putty, Craft Pack Canada putty, Black Dahlia putty. I got putty for days, y'all. I got putty for days. I will never run out of putty. But once a putty is to the point I need to change it, I change it to my mood. So, this is the chocolate brownie Sesame. This seems to be my favorite right now. Um, that I love my cupcake when I got is it birthday cake? I believe is what it's called from Nick's. Oh my god, that actually smells. This smells like chocolate brownie batter. And the one I got from Nick's, it's cake batter. I think is what it's called. What she call that? Cupcake Supreme. Actually smells like cake batter. I'm like so in love with it. Um, you know, it gets me the sense, how you become addicted to certain ones and you gravitate to certain scents. I know some people, they have sensitivities, so certain scents, I understand that they, they don't gravitate to because of allergies or being allergic. Because I know J Rob said she's allergic to gardenias. Um, so she can't use anything with gardenias in it. Gardenia smell. But I'm the only thing that I'm allergic to is that would be a smell would be pecans or allspice, um, or nutmeg, or pumpkin pie spice. But the thing is, you don't eat the putty, so it's not going to bother me because I'm only allergic to those if I eat them. I can be around the scents all day long. I love the smell of a pecan, of anything, with pecans in it, baking. Um, and the thing with pecans is I'm not actually allergic to the nut part. I'm allergic to what they call the pith, that little membrane inside, that's usually around the nut. That's what I'm allergic to. But for safety reasons, I just tend to stay away from it. Because, oh my God, when I was a kid, I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about, the pecan pinwheels. It's like a little pecan. It's almost like a cinnamon roll, but it's more of it's not more. I don't know how to really describe it. And it's got the cinnamon and the pecan and all that in it. I'm so tempted one day because all it does is make my mouth itch. That's the only allergic reaction I have to it. I'm so tempted one of these days to buy a pack because if it doesn't, um, if I eat it and it does that, my mom can eat it. She's not allergic to them, and she loves them too. Um, but um, I need to move. I need to move some cleaning up because I need to put more than one clip on that. Keep sliding. Actually, I don't want to put that. I can just do that. It's fine. But yeah, so I'm tempted to do that. this next time I get some money. Because like I say, it's not a, if, you know, if I can't eat them, my mom can. So if I still have the same reaction, um, once you have, you have something like that, you're very cautious, because you don't want to, aggravate it. See, my putty is acting wonky a little bit, but that's because of the weather here. Um, that's the weather, it's not the putty. Um, it's just crazy uber hot here. Let's see. I know Joanna is live at 5 today, so um, I'll probably go. I might go to almost 4:30, guys, my time, which it's 3:41 right now. Um, see, I hate when I hit that. See, I hate when I hit this. And you can't. Oh, but so I'll finish as much as I can on cam. I've already submitted my picture for Phoenix Fantasy for this week. Um, I've really been having fun with Phoenix Fantasy. Um, you know, and I've had this painting for a while. I just never knew when I was going to do it. Um, I just I couldn't figure out an event to do it for, and then I got thinking I can do this is fantasy. Harry Potter was fantasy. It wasn't actually real. I mean, yeah, real people played the parts, but it wasn't actual. It didn't really happen in real life. But I like what Nick says about, if you think there's a family of fairies, or I know I'm not saying it the way she actually say it, about fairies living under a dandelion in your growing in your yard, then it's fantasy. Because basically, fantasy is, you know, what we see in our eye. Um, um, so I had a lot of canvases I could have used for fantasy. I have some dragons. Oh my god! Thank you. I have some dragons. I have. I have a lot that could have been considered fantasy, but I figured I do my hair. I had to hit this Harry Potter, so I did that. So I hope to get my. I gotta order. Well, I won't order them until the end of the month, but I'm ordering the two little owls from Diamond Painting Fanatics, Henry and Henrietta. And there's a significance behind that, why I want those. Um, my grandparents loved owls. And my grandfather's name was Henry. Now, my grandmother's name was Mary, but she still would have loved him. So. And if my grandma was still alive, she'd have stole all my owl paintings. I wouldn't have had a single one left after I got them done. She'd have had them up on her wall. She loved her owls. Uh-huh. She loved her owls. I think that's where I get my love of nature is from both sides of the family. Because my dad's mom loved animals too. But my mom's parents really loved nature and the wildlife. I can't remember a place that my grandparents. Okay. I don't remember a place that my grandparents lived that my grandmom did not have a bird bath and a bird feeder in the yard. I don't remember anywhere growing up that none of their houses, they always had a bird bath and a bird feeder in the yard. You know, so I mean that's where I get my love of nature from, from my grandparents and my parents. But I can remember growing up, I always wanted to be outside. I wasn't. I mean, yeah, I had a video game system. I had the Nintendo. I had the Atari. But those were my rainy day. Those were my rainy day activities. Or I couldn't go outside because it was too hot. Type deal. Most of the time, I wanted to be outside somewhere. And kids of this generation today, they're attached to the screens, TV, video game systems, phones, they don't know how to disconnect from technology and go have fun. I was bummed if I couldn't get outside because of the weather. Heck, long as it weren't lightning and thundering, my parents didn't care if we went and played in the rain. We could go out and play in the rain as long as there weren't no lightning or thunder. But if we heard thunder or seen lightning, we were to get our butts back in the house. Or growing up on a farm, if you couldn't get back to the house, you were, you go to the closest chicken house you were near. Or the shed or whatever, the barn shed. Until you could get to the house. But yeah. Kids of today don't know that the fun activities that we would do outside and, making forts. And the one farm we lived on had a little creek that ran into the pond. And my dad actually built a bridge to go across that so we could go on the opposite side and play in the woods if we wanted. Actually, I was in that woods when the neighbor out in front of us, cow, knocked the electric fence down and set the woods on fire. Scared the piss out of me. I come running out of that woods yelling fire, fire as my dad's running down, driving down the road to it, It's like, Jesus God. I don't think I went back in that woods for a couple days. That was the first time I've ever actually been that close to a fire that was not intentionally started by someone to like burn trash or brush. It's a scarier situation when you're not the one that started it. That cow was a trip, though. I think that cow wound up becoming a side of beef in the freezer. I think that guy wound up. I think that's what he was growing it out for. Was for meat, if I remember correctly. Um, let's see, what letter sticks out to me now? The 7, but I only have one L right there. Let's see. Yeah, do that. Oh no, I have a few L's. Okay. But yeah, so it's crazy. It's crazy when you get talking about things from your past, the memories that actually pop in your head. And that is one that has stuck with me all my life. That day. That was just. I mean, I know the fire was a good ways away from me, but I could still see it. Of course, smell the smoke and everything. But it just, it was a scary, scary situation when you're in the middle of a woods, and you're smelling wood smoke, and then you're hearing the crackling of it burning the trees and the leaves and stuff, and you hear and see it. Yeah, I think that was the fastest I've ever ran out of the woods before. And that was before cell phones were really. I mean, cell phones were on the market, but they were those big clunky things, you know. And I would have been, I would have been in high school, then. So yeah, I would have been in high school. Plus, that was my summer job too. In the summer, I helped him out taking care of his rabbit, feeding and watering his rabbits. He sold, um, you know, uh, picking the grapes off his grape arbor that his wife, she would turn some into jam and they would sell them in the store. And most of the time, instead of getting paid cash, um, because he had like a little general convenient like store with groceries and all, little country store, he'd let my parents come and get, groceries. So but they were sweet people. I miss both of them a lot. They were like a set of grandparents actually to all of us kids in the neighborhood, not just their grandkids, but to a lot of kids. It was a handful of us. We lived. Some of us lived about a mile from each other, but I had one friend. She lived about, I'd say about less than a half mile down the road. So, but we'd all a lot of times we if we were all up around the store, we'd hang out together, and we all went to church and Bible school together. Um, you know, some of us were in 4-H together. So we went to those type things. And most of us, we all went to school from elementary school all the way to high school together. Graduated. And it's quite funny too because our gym teacher we had in elementary school, we got to middle school and who's there? Our elementary school gym teacher. We get to high school. Who's there? Our elementary school gym teacher. That was also the same year that our middle school music teacher was our high school music teacher. And now him and his wife do missionary work overseas. I forget where they're exactly at right now because they move around sometimes. But yeah, it was funny. It was funny though. You walk into your first your first day at gym in 6th grade, and you're like, okay, are you subbing for the gym teacher? And come to find out, nope, he was our new gym teacher. And it kind of, it was it was our first, day of middle school. And it was like, it actually was nice to walk into a class to a familiar face. Someone and they know you, and, because, it can be scary going into a, situation where, like, you don't know the teacher, and you're like, you don't know how they're, are they nice? Are they mean? Because believe me, I had one teacher, I didn't like her to school. She was a bitch. And she's still a bitch. I think she's still alive. I know her husband died, but I think Miss Hess is still alive. And then Miss Horsey. That was a whole nother ball of wax. And that woman's just, she's 3 nuggets shy of a 6-piece Happy Meal. She's not the whole 6-piece nugget short, but she's, about three and a half nuggets short. So, do I have any X's? No, I don't think I have any X's in this section. But yeah, so let's go with 11. D. I had to find out what the D's were. But yeah, so when you think back about teachers, I mean, I had some crazy ones. I actually really had some crazy teachers. Um, but then you got those teachers that actually do leave an impression in your mind, because you actually really learned from that teacher. It wasn't like you were just going to school every day and, they just taught you what they had to teach you. You know, I had quite a few teachers that, we did a lot of hands-on activities we got to go on field trips. And I think my favorite field trips growing up, going to school, were going to the Inner Harbor, to the aquarium, Baltimore Aquarium, going to Walter's Art Gallery in Baltimore, going to the Smithsonian's in D.C. But the one trip that will forever be in probably 150 to 200 students. Most of us are all from one area. When they were building our prison, we got to go tour as it was being built. We got to tour after it was built, before they put the prisoners in it. And then we got to go back and actually talk to some of the prisoners when they were put in there. So I think those 3 trips are trips that quite a few of us are going to remember the rest of our life. And that was through the DARE program, actually, which is that's something else that's no longer in schools, is the DARE program. And I think that's one that really should be put back in schools. Because that was like a drug awareness type of program. Plus, they talked about other safety, how to stay safe and stuff like that. But yeah, so telling you, it's crazy that the things that they've taken out of the school system. Um, it's like when I was going to school, we had, we didn't have to say the pledge, but we had to stand when the pledge was being said. If we didn't want to say it out loud, we didn't have to say it out loud, but we had to stand. Nowadays, I don't even think kids have to stand for the pledge. I'm not even sure if they still do the pledge in morning announcements and all in school, to tell you the truth. Um, we used to have a thing called Channel One. It was like news for kids, and then we had our morning announcements, and all that before we left homeroom. But it's crazy nowadays. Um, so yeah, there's X. Um, it's crazy. But yeah, so I don't know what else to talk about, guys. That's the thing. When I go to do my live, I don't have no rhyme or reason set of what I'm going to talk about. So you get what you get when I go live, kind of thing. Um, there might be days I go live and I don't hardly talk at all, and that's just because not really nothing to talk about. And then other days I'll get have memories pop in my head because of something, um, and I just go off on a tangent about about those memories, and then that leads to another memory and another memory, other memories after that, um, type of deal, you know. But hopefully, guys, maybe well, either next Thursday, because the Thursday after that would be June already, or um, the last Tuesday of this month, I will be doing possibly doing a game day on the channel. Um, I need to look at the calendar because I need to plan that out. It may be a Tuesday. Not sure yet. It might be Thursday. I might be able to do it on Thursday. I have to look at the calendar. Um, so, I'm not 100% sure yet. My niece shared a memory on Facebook, and let's see if I can get it to. There we go. Okay. Okay. Let's see if I can get it to show the picture. So I don't know if y'all can see the picture or not. It's all these different sayings, and it goes, "See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. Gotta go, buffalo. See you soon, raccoon. Be sweet, parakeet. Take care, polar bear. In a shake, garter snake. Hit the road, happy toad. Can't stay, blue jay. Bye bye, butterfly. Give me a hug, ladybug. Toodaloo, kangaroo. Time to scoot, little newt. Till then, penguin. Adios, hippos. Hasta mañana, iguana. I can't speak Spanish. Give me a kiss, goldfish. Get in line, porcupine. Out the door, dinosaur. On the bus, octopus. To your house, quiet mouse. Our day now ends, so goodbye, my dear friends. Oh, that's so cute. I like that. I actually may make a short with that picture. Oh, that's so cute. That was so cute. So, um, yeah, like I said, I'm hoping to get the game day live, yeah, game day live started while I whip and chat. You know, we can play. I have Would You Rather and kind of clean party edition, so you know, it's fun. And then I have Caption This, which is pretty hilarious. Because it's it's these pictures, and then you come up with a caption for them. And I mean, it's fun because everybody comes up with their own caption. And some of the captions you come up with are like, that could really be true. Um, and then I have a couple other little card games that Mom picked me up over the years from Family Dollar. Um, I believe one is Never Have I Ever. Um, then there is a couple others. You know, without having them in front of me, I can't tell you the exact games. So, uh, so yeah, so I hope to, um, like I say, get them going. Um, if not the end of this month, the beginning of next month, I'll be starting that. So there will be I'll put an announcement out or a poll out the with the pictures actually of the game box the games in the of their boxes. so you can see what they are. That'll be put out like a you know, couple days before the live. Um, and then the title of the live I have gems and gossip, whip and chat, uh, game day or something like that. I have to play around with that because I want to keep the gems and gossip on there, but I need to go into the AI and ask it to make my title that includes um, that thing. How can I reword it? 'Cause I want to keep gems and gossip, but I need to reword the ending part. Whipping chats, and game day. Uh, so I'll get it to give me some examples, and then I'll tweak it around and pick a pick a title. So that's how I'm starting to do my titles now. Is I take a basic concept of what I want, and I use Copilot, which used to be Bing Chat, um, and I put what I want in there. And yeah, also you can make thumbnails over there as well, because that's how I got all my thumbnails and my background and everything. I told it what I wanted to say on there. I told it, what I wanted. So I basically built it by telling the AI what I wanted it to make. I know there's a lot of controversy around AI and art now. A lot of people, are for it, but you've got a lot that are also against AI. Um, I mean, the technology, is evolving, and so, guys, I think I'm going to go to 4:30, which go for another half an hour, and then I will jump out. And what I haven't gotten finished during the live, I will finish, off camera. 7. Yeah, Um, but I'm going to try to finish as much as I can on cam. But this painting will be a wrap today. Um, so move it down just so. That's what I like about this table is I can raise it up, you know, to the different heights. So I have 3 or 4 height settings. I can raise it to. Actually, I think I can go up. What's it? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's 4 settings. And I usually have it around the first or the second one. Yeah, I got it on the second one right now. I mean, sometimes I will put it up a little bit more, but that's when I'm working down here. But if I'm working up here at the top, this it doesn't go, the desk piece doesn't go all the way up here. So I need to figure um, like something I can get to make it go up there. But, we work with what we got. Because some of us can't go out and buy like a drafting table. Maybe we don't have the room for that size table, or okay, go back where you um or we can't afford to get a table, because my desk is a kitchen table. It's a solid wood, and believe me and mom know it's a solid wood table, because I've hit my head on it a many a day, and when I've had to get something out from under my desk, mom actually dropped the table on her toe at one point. Um, so yeah, we know how solid of a wood it is. Um, but it works as my table. It's my desk. The way I've got it set up now, I have room for all of my diamond painting stuff. I can leave my diamond painting stuff on my desk now, and not have to worry about all my other stuff that I put back on my desk when I wasn't at my desk. Um, so that's working out. Um, you know, Especially if I'm working on a big project and I don't want to keep moving it back and forth. If that's the only project I'm working on at the time. But with me, and this is strange because right now, guys, I only have 3 WIPs. Okay. And for any of the OG Mutt Squad, or anyone that knows me from, other live streams, that's not normal for me. Um, I usually have 5, 6, 7 WIPs going at any given time. But yeah, I don't actually. I guess because I was working on, I've been working on King's Path since January. Um, but the only reason I put that to the side for right now is the color scheme was just messing with my mind. Because it's a lot of purple and blue, and there's a little bit of pink, and there is a little bit of like a white color, but so I had to step back from that one for a while, which I actually may that's what I may work on while um, during the first uh, game we've been chat, um, because I'm not worried if I don't um, get much done on it, because I know I'm not sure exactly when it is, but I do know that Ditsy's Diamond Den, and I believe she's doing it with Black Dahlia. They're going to be doing a event about finishing your whips. So if I don't get it done, I don't, and I know, but I also know that um, um, Add More Zest, that's her name. I was trying to think of her name. She used to be Kids at 417, or she's doing Whip and Waffle. which you divide your painting into 30 sections and you do a section a day. I have some smaller release papers from Crashly that I'm thinking of maybe taking and seeing if I can break what sections I have left to do on the King's Path down into 30 little sections with those smaller release papers, and just do a section a day on it. You know, that would be cool. And I think I could, I'd be able to do that. Um, and it's not going to bug me. I just got to. I mean, I love the painting. I love the painting. I can't wait to see it done. But the color scheme, I don't know what it was. The color scheme just during the winter, I did. It was, 'cause it started in like January, so during the winter, the paint it was fine. I mean, I loved the color scheme because it reminded me of winter colors. Um, the blues and the black, well, and the 9-3, 9 and all that. But as it got getting into the warmer weather months, it was like it felt more of a like a mundane chore doing that one. So I knew um, to step away from that. And I am itching to get back to it now. Um, you know, I don't, I don't know if that's because I want to get it done, because I want to put it on my wall, or, if I just, because I want it done painted. But, you know, I guess we all have that happen where we get a canvas and we love working on it, and then we get to a point where it's like, this is done, you know? And when I get that feeling, I know I need to step away, you know, because if I keep pushing myself to do it, I'm going to burn myself out, and it's going to probably make me not want to work on any of my canvases. Now, I mean, there was a point where I was sick. Me and mom were both sick with sinus issues and headaches and everything. So, I couldn't sit here in front of the lights and um, the light board and, without it just making me feel like, oh, it's like I laid 4 drills and I'm like, I'm done, because I just didn't feel it. And we all have days like that, where we don't feel like doing our craft. But for me, when I get one of those days, I do some kind of something that's craft related for me, and that's like updating my Gems Flow app, or if I need to dekit kit, which I actually have a couple I need to dekit. So I may do that during the game live, actually, because I'll have this one I'll have to dekit. Um, and let's see. Um, so when I get that way, I know I need to step back and just put the painting in timeout. Is that's what I'm going to call it. I put the painting in timeout. Um, you know, and it's a big painting at that. So, um, But I mean, I'm over halfway done. Um, and it's a square too. But I'm over halfway done. I have one section that I know I was working on before I put it up that I will probably, when I take it and see if I can divide it into the 30 sections, I probably will possibly finish that and then divide it out. Um, but even if I can't divide it into 30 sections, I can divide that up into however many sections I get, and then I can pull another canvas and just do, like a 30 by 30, um, and divide that out into the rest of the sections I need to equal out to the 30 days for the whip and waffle. Which a whip and waffle is just basically what we, us Americans and all call a whip and chat. But in over where Ed Morzess is from, they call it a waffle. A whip and waffle. So, which I think is cute. It's a cute name. Oh. So, once I log off here, I'll probably take a break for a little while, and then go right back out. um, get off me, fly, because it's almost 4:30, and I know Joanna is live at 5, and I still need to make my dinner. I'm having chili at some point. It's canned chili, but still, it's chili for me. I love chili. I may open another can. I don't know. I may do 2 cans. Because they're small cans of chili. So let's see. Um, so if you made it to this point, either during the live stream or hashtag replay, uh, leave your comment down below with hashtag replay if you did. And are you team beans in your chili or team no beans in your chili? Because I know Texans do not put beans in their chili. I am team beans. I have to have beans in my chili. I was raised up eating chili with the beans in it. I have to have my beans in my chili. So I am team beans all the way. And even if I make what I call my Tex-Mex chili, which when I make my Tex-Mex chili, I put a pack of Spanish rice in there. Actually, I'm going to leave that sit out because I'm just going to go back and dye my paint on the skin in a little while. But for right now, I just need to take a break. So that's what we got done in the live, guys. I will be live again on Tuesday of next week. I believe. I don't. Alexa, what's the date of next Tuesday?
May 28th is the 148th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar. 217 days remain until the end of the year.
Jeez, okay, that's good to know. That's not even what I wanted to ask her. And she just gives me a non-random fact. What? I asked her a question, but She gave me the answer I wanted, but not in the actual way I wanted it. But yeah, so okay, that one, that's the one I just put in there. I need to put that back in there, back somewhere. So this is how I keep my. I have a small books for my smaller release papers, and this is for my bigger release papers. But I keep them in these photo albums because when I go to pull them out, after I took them off the painting, I put them underneath the others. And then when I take them out, they are flat again. So I need to put, I thought I was going to need more than one. And I need my cover binder. Ooh. Gotta just get my cover binder bar that I got from Nix's Notions. Put that one here. Of course, I do that every time, and there we go. I put the wrong side of the magnet, and it repels it. So that's safe. So that's where I'm going to end for today, guys. I will catch everybody next week, or I'll catch y'all around in like different lives, but I'll catch you back here on this back channel next on Tuesday and Thursday of next week. And then I'm not sure what the days after that will be. I'll have to get back to you on those. But I'm live every Tuesday and Thursday, unless I have something to do. And then at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Till then, everybody, catch y'all later.